myself.
Now listen, why would I want to do that when my life is so good and my future is so perfect?
Is this a mood swing I see before me, or has something happened?
A woman has happened.
Oh, another one.
Yeah, the woman. Sunita.
Well, seriously?
Mm-hmm. So why don't you come and join me for a drink later on and I'll tell you all about it, because I'm going to look pretty stupid sitting in a pub all alone. Silly grin on my face.
Well, why'd you have a drink with me than be with Sunita?
The lady asked for a bit of space. And that's what she's going to get, because like I told her, everything is for her.
You could have rang me. I heard it from Boris.
There were a few stitches, that's all.
You shouldn't be handling them knives. Not while your eyesight's still not right.
It would not do with me eye. We're worrying about him.
You were worried about Fred?
Fretting over Bev on wind. Jumping ship and deserting him.
I'm going for a walk.
Oh, Dad, I didn't mean make fun of...
You've upset him now.
Well, I can see that like I can see everything else. So stop going on about my eyes, will you? Have you not got work or something?
Did someone bring you some food?
Dev did.
Do you not fancy it?
I kissed.
You kissed Dev?
We were talking. He felt... I had my head against him. It was like that other Dev from before. The Dev I married.
Well, you don't seem over the moon about it.
I know what you'll think of me.
What?
That I'm weak.
You're lonely. You said as much this morning. He took advantage of you.
I just want to make things right again.
What, with Dev?
Yes. I keep thinking about Ravinda. How I used to look at her. Before I knew about her and Dev. I judged her. I did. When I saw her, I thought, poor cow, single, stuck at home with a kid, cut off from her family, her community. Why would anybody want to be like that? I thought she must be either selfish or stupid. But she isn't.
Nobody looks at you like that.
My family do.
And that's a good reason to go back to Dev.
I don't know.
So what does that tell you? You're not in any state to make a decision. Look at you, you're exhausted. Look, eat something, rest, and I'll run you a bath.
Oh, if Maria's going to think it's stupid, funny. What if she thinks it's stupid? What am I going to do then?
Do you think it's stupid?
No. But when I mentioned the van in that interview we had, it was like she was embarrassed about it.
Well, that's because she's not seen its potential yet.
Maybe I should just forget about it.
Ah, yes. The very apex of success. The eponymous premises. Roy's Rolls. No other human being's rolls. No. Roy's Rolls.
Yes, well, Haley has more than a
It's
passenger.
speculation, but at hazard, Times New Roman.
Times.
The font. Classic, but a little showy. Proud of itself. But not the pretensions of Harrington or Broadway.
Yes, well, I'd have to look at the signwriter's receipt in the cafe files.
So we can solve the mystery. I'm betting you're a lever archman rather than loose suspended files in a cumbersome filing cabinet.
I've not managed to find a powder that can shift oil. Well, not properly. What do you use?
Washing powder?
Yeah.
What washing powder do I use?
Well, it's not a trick question.
Well, I can't think of anything I put less thought into. Oh, no. Just thought of something else.
I need you to have Amy tonight.
Well, it's a bit short notice, isn't it?
Yeah, well, me and Charlie are going out.
So, Steve.
Oh, well, I'm sure exciting as your lives may be, a bottle of wine at home will do just as well.
Steve, Tracy wants us to cancel our big night out.
Well, I'm sure on this occasion.
Steve, you're forgetting the look on Lloyd's face when we said clubbing.
Still, I'm sure, exciting though your lives are, a bottle of wine at home will do just as well.
I might have wanted to see Amy.
So make a day in advance and we'll work round it. Now, have you got a job for me to do, or do I have to go back to discussing domestic chores?
must think I deserve this. I do.
Nobody deserved it. I said nobody. Look at the state of you.
I swear this was going to be the last time. I'd scammed no one since you. I refused. I fell out with Dennis.
That Dennis.
He made sure I lost my market store. Everything were a struggle. I thought, one more time, once more, and I'd have enough to go to London, do a course, start again, leave Orchid behind. But I picked the wrong man. Not a good man like you.
I know fool you mean.
Oh, you're a good man. When you found out that I'd lied, I would taking your money. You were more hurt than angry.
Aye, well, happen I had expectations.
But Stuart, he said he'd paid for me, so I belonged to him. I'd give him back his money, every penny. But he said it were compensation for his feelings, and I still owed the debt.
He said what?
He locked me in his flat. He took everything I had. He said he'd kill me if I left.
Dear Lord.
Then yesterday, he left the window unlocked. I thought by mistake I climbed out and I legged it over the back and down this alley. But when I got to the end, there he was, part waiting up Fred.
You need to go to Bobby's.
Oh, please, please don't. He'll kill me, please.
Shh. All right.
So we're going clubbing tonight, then?
No, we're not.
Here we are.
Well, Ronnie only said that to annoy Tracy because she wanted me to have Amy.
Which means you have to go now. Otherwise, Trace will be more annoyed that you didn't.
Yeah, and I've got this light-up clubbing top and I've been dying to wear it. So, see you at Rover's, yeah?
Happy days.
How's this happened, eh? I'm going clubbing, which I don't want to do, to avoid seeing my daughter, which I do want to do, and all because my girlfriend wants to make an enemy of Tracy Barlow, which is the last thing I need.
Well, explain to Ronnie what she's dealing with. Exaggerate it a bit, mate. Frighten her off.
What do you reckon?
So you're going to let two birds decide how you spend your evenings?
Oh, hello. I didn't know you were up there. You're back early. You must be Clifford.
Had Roy issued a description?
No, you've got your name badge on.
Oh.
This is my wife, Hayley.
Yeah, how was the reunion?
Oh, great success.
Oh, you see, didn't I say that you'd enjoy it once you got there? You were a bag of nerves.
Oh, you didn't present as remotely nervous, Roy, but with all this to be proud of, I expect you couldn't wait to communicate your achievements.
Oh, good turnout.
Better than expected.
Well, I hardly think...
But Roy was by far the most impressive.
Right, well, I'll put the kettle on. You can tell me all about it.
I was hoping we might adjourn to a local hostelry.
Well, I don't think we've got
Good
time.
idea. I could murder a St Clement's.
Ah, is that a cocktail?
Well, I suppose so. It's orange juice and bitter lemon.
Well, it's a start, I suppose. Tonight, I'm in celebratory mood.
Oh. He seems to have taken to you.
Yes.
Right. Here's the first lot. I'll bring the rest over later once Sean's finished folding them perfectly. He loves baby clothes.
Oh, not getting broody, I hope.
I was thinking we could do hair washing at the pub a couple of times a week, couldn't we?
Thanks, but there's no need.
Oh, it's no trouble.
I'm going back to Dev.
You are joking.
I thought you weren't going to make a decision until you... It's the right thing.
The right thing? Could you make it sound any more cold?
He's my husband. We stood in the temple. We walked around the fire. In front of the priest, in front of my family. We made promises.
So what?
Well, maybe I'm being tested.
Oh, rubbish.
You don't understand. You can't.
Why? What, because I'm not Hindu? Look, my family judged me because of who I chose to be with. I've not had contact with them for years, but I couldn't let them run my life. I have to be with someone who'll respect me, and if they don't, well, I don't care how publicly I've made any promises.
But it's my duty. It's what I feel. I don't want to, but I do. I want my children to grow up with it. Dev will give him a home, security. He'll do his duty by them, I'll make sure of it. And that's enough for me.
So you've chosen the arranged marriage? It's not an arranged marriage. Oh, well, I thought marrying a stranger, trying to hope that you get to like them eventually, well, that was an arranged marriage.
So what's so great about marrying someone for love? I did that. I thought that's all I needed. Just means you got further to fall. You said I shouldn't make decisions until I'm thinking clearly. Well, I'm thinking more clearly now than I ever did when I was in love. That's when you can't think straight.
You're just hurting. I still think there's someone out there for me, somewhere.
Until they let you down.
And what about when Dev lets you down again? And your kids, they're having to come home to bitterness and resentment. Tell me how that is going to teach them any self-respect.
I've been too selfish. It's been all about what I want. Now it has to be what's best for my children.
Scotch, please, Violet. Actually, Scotch and ginger.
And ginger? Oh, there you go. I was wrong. A man can change his ways.
No, just trying to make the drink last a little bit longer. Give Sunita some space.
Space? Yeah, I think the best space you could give her is if you moved to Mars.
Another? To facilitate our excursion down memory lane?
I'm not sure that I could take any more juice on my wash as it is.
Isn't it the truth that Memory Lane is a somewhat hostile thoroughfare for the both of us, littered with hazardous potholes?
I'll get them in.
Then let's not talk about the past. Let's talk about now.
As you wish. Now, you present me with some difficulties. Haley and I, you see, we prefer to be honest with each other.
I envy that.
Now, what I'm saying is, when you told her that the turnout for the reunion had been, in your words, better than expected, you placed me in an uncomfortable position.
It was better than expected. You came?
Yes, but only me.
Still more than I expected.
No.
They all hate me.
Who do?
Everybody.
Well, I'm sure that's not the case.
You were the only classmate who's uttered more than 2 words to me since 1975.
Well, no, surely that can't be true. What about the newsletter, the updates, the articles?
All gathered by stealth or fabricated. Robert Shaw has a restraining order on me. Stuart Clare has threatened to send heavies round. I've got an ASBO covering the village of Moberley.
Moberley? Who lives in Moberley?
The injunction doesn't permit me to divulge. My camera's impounded. And look at you. You're a success. I was always in awe of you, the way you just stood there, silent, dignified, took the bullying, not like me, always crying. Never once saw you cry.
I did.
They picked on you because they didn't understand you. But they picked on me because they hated me, all of them.
Oh, no, I'm sure that's not true. I mean, they'd not have turned up tonight if they did.
They didn't. It was just the two of us.
And you only came because you felt sorry for me.
There you are. Come round here and have a drink with us. I'm sorry about before. I didn't mean to ignore how you were feeling.
Did you know me?
You know I did. You walked out.
Oh, give over fretting. I didn't notice.
Oh, where have you been anyway? I've looked all over.
Weatherfield Traders meeting.
Oh, aye. Hey, nobody told me.
Victoria Street branch.
Well, Roy's been here for the last couple of hours.
End shops.
End shops?
Very vulnerable ends.
But you're not an end. You have houses up against yours. If anybody's vulnerable, it's me. On 3 sides.
Then have your own meeting.
He's not himself. I thought you'd be asleep.
No.
What are you doing?
Do you remember at the wedding, Dev putting this sindoor in the parting of my hair, sign of a married woman?
Are you okay, Sunita?
And he put this necklace around my neck. The Mangal Sutra, a symbol of his love, devotion and integrity.
You look beautiful.
I can't do this.
Hey, it's okay.
When he gave me this, he gave me something he didn't have. Integrity. A man who can deny his own children and lie to me so easily. He just decides what he wants to feel and when he wants to feel it. He He turns it on and turns it off. I can't do that. All I'd ever feel is disappointment and mistrust. Violet's right. If I'd wanted a loveless marriage, I should have done what my man wanted and married Deepak. At least I'd be starting from nothing. I can't do this. It's too hard.
Then don't. You don't have to.
I just don't want to go back to my family.
You don't have to do that either.
I do.
It's not one or the other. There's us, isn't there? There's you, managing on your own, with your friends. You and me, we've been through so much together, haven't we? And we've always come through the other side. Always.
Look, the thing is with Tracy is that she's always been a...
Stevie boy! Stevie, hello, darling. And let me buy you a drink, eh?
You know, the only thing worse than you drunk is you drunk and deliriously happy. You're like a talking pub singer.
What can I do? You know, my life has just taken a very big swing for the better. Yes?
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you keep breathing on me, I'll take a very big swing for you and it'll definitely be for the worse.
OK, he's right. You're always right. Right, I'm going to have an early night, get some kip. Right, fresh start for the morning. For Sunita.
So, the thing is with Tracy is that she doesn't think like a normal human being. You irritate somebody, they stay irritated, whereas Tracy, only your death or humiliation will satisfy her.
Right.
So, tonight we will go clubbing because we said we would. And next time I will decide if I want to spend the night with Amy before we go winding Tracy up.
Charlie been in?
Not as I know of.
You know, this might be a nightclub in your world, but in my world
We changed our minds. We're now toying with the idea of a night in with a bottle of wine.
Oh, well, in that case...
But we wouldn't give you the satisfaction.
She's only kidding.
I'm not. If she wants a social life, she's going to have to learn to plan ahead.
Oh, I'm planning ahead, all right. So you better watch your back.
I've come to apologise. There weren't a traders' meeting.
I gathered. So why the lie? I assume it was for Ashley's benefit, not mine.
I've got myself entangled in something he wouldn't approve of.
Oh, aye.
Do you happen to remember Orchid? That Thai lass I were after marrying?
Oh, Fred, you're not going back to that internet bride nonsense.
No. She weren't internet. She weren't Thai either. She were a con woman. Conned a lot of money out of my pocket and all.
Did she? You didn't tell me that bit.
No, well, if I had, you'd have come hard against her as our Ashley is yet. Especially when she's turned back up.
Fred, if she's had a way with your money through lies, she'll do it again. You want my advice? Stay well clear.
She needs help, Rita. She's got herself involved with a fella who's a lot less tolerant than I am.
By a lot less tolerant, I'm betting you mean a lot less soft. Hey, Fred, you're a sucker for a sob story. Learn from the past, eh? Stay away.
I've made a fool of myself.
Don't be daft.
This afternoon was excellently organised. Aside from the attendance, it was a great success.
You'll be getting an injunction out against me.
Oh, he really enjoyed seeing you. Didn't you, Roy?
Yes, pleasure.
I can keep in touch.
Of course you can. Safe home.
Doesn't make me feel any better being relieved that I am me and not someone who's less fortunate.
Don't be hard on yourself.
Well, many people are relieved they're not me. I lost that receipt for the sign writer. I wonder what that font is. I do hope that if he does feel the urge to keep in touch, that he fights it.
I just saw Dev staggering out of the pub with a stupid grin on his face.
Thinks I'm going back to him.
Looks like you are. Are you?
No! I want you to tell Mum I'm coming home. She'll enjoy being right.
She hasn't stopped crying long enough to enjoy anything, so don't be bringing that attitude home with you.
I'm not. I know how ashamed I'm expected to be.
Well, aren't you?
I'm not coming home for me. Mum and Dad can judge me all they want. And you. It's for Asha and Addy. I want them to know they belong somewhere. Give them all the things I can't give them. Not now, anyway.
You better not just be passing through, then chasing off after something better.
I am not strong enough to chase after anything. Not yet, anyway.
Good. You've caused them enough trouble as it is.
I love my life. I loved my husband, my home, and my job. I wanted the family I thought I was a part of.
Then you should have chosen someone better. I'd like to be the one to tell him you're coming home.
No, don't. Please. He'll find out soon enough when I'm not here. I just want to get away from here, disappear. I don't want him chasing after me, ever again.
Okay. All right.